5. News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
Good day. This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has ordered state-owned oil, gas, and mining companies to immediately begin operations in a wide territory controlled by neighboring Guyana. Maduro ordered or issued the order on Tuesday, 2 days after Venezuelans voted overwhelmingly to approve a referendum that would annex the 160,000 square kilometer Essequibo region. Maduro ordered state-owned oil giant PDVSA and mining conglomerate CVG to create local subsidiaries to operate in the region. He also says he will introduce a law in the National Assembly that will officially declare the region a Venezuelan state. Venezuela has long claimed the Essequibo region as part of its territory despite an 1899 decision by an international arbitration panel that placed it within Guyana's borders. Caracas intensified its claim to the region after ExxonMobil discovered oil there in 2015. Maduro said that all oil companies granted licenses by Guyana to operate in the Essequibo region have 3 months to leave. Sunday's referendum was held in defiance of the International Court of Justice, which ordered Venezuela not to take any action over the disputed territory until it could rule on the matter.
World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In other news overseas, former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson defended his handling of COVID-19 on Wednesday at a public inquiry into the pandemic, saying his government got some things wrong but did its best. Johnson began 2 days of questioning under oath by lawyers for the judge-led inquiry about his initial reluctance to impose a national lockdown in early 2020 and other fateful decisions. Johnson opened his testimony with an apology for the pain and the loss and the suffering of the COVID victims, though not for any of his own actions. 4 people stood up in court as he spoke, holding signs saying the dead can't hear your apologies before being escorted out by security staff. It is noted that among those wanting answers from the inquiry are families of some of the more than 230,000 people in the UK who died after contracting the virus. A group gathered outside the office building where the inquiry was set, some holding pictures of their loved ones. It could be recalled that Johnson was pushed out of office by his own Conservative Party in mid-2022 after multiple ethics scandals, including the revelation that he and staff members held parties in the Prime Minister's Downing Street offices in 2020 and 2021, flouting the government's lockdown restrictions.
World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And for our Philippine Embassy news, Piña handloom weaving was inscribed on the UNESCO representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage or ICH of Humanity at the ongoing 18th session of the Intergovernmental Committee for the Safeguarding of ICH in Kasane, Botswana. Piña handloom weaving is practiced in the province of Aklan in Panay Island in the Visayas region of central Philippines where it originated. Presently, farming of the pineapple plant locally known as Piña Bisaya or Ananas comossus, the main source of the piña fiber, takes place in 15 municipalities. The bearers and practitioners of the Piña handloom weaving have been transmitting their knowledge of handloom weaving to weavers of nearby provinces of Antique and Capiz in Panay Island, Leyte, Camarines Sur, and Palawan. The knowledge and skills of Piña handloom weaving are primarily passed on from elders to the young family members. UNACOM Secretary General and CCA Commissioner Dr. Ivan Anthony Henares represented the Philippines in Botswana. He introduced a pre-recorded video following the inscription. Philippine Ambassador to France and Permanent Delegate to UNESCO, Juniver M. Mahilum West, National Commission for Culture and the Arts or NCCA Chairperson Victorino Mapa Manalo, Aklan Governor Jose Enrique Miraflores, and the members of the local community extended their profound gratitude to UNESCO, ICH committee as well as the evaluation body and welcomed the recognition of Piña handloom weaving in the ICH representative list of humanity. The Piña handloom weaving is the Philippines' sixth element inscribed in the list of intangible cultural heritage. Others, namely the Hudhud chants of the Ifugao in 2008, the Darangen epic of the Manarano people of Lake Lanao in 2008, the Tuging rituals and games in 2015, the Buklog Thanksgiving ritual system of the Subanen in 2019, and the School of Living Traditions in 2021.
World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5. News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.